We have a very special graduate here. She's graduating and she is here with us on the AUIB FM 101.5 to celebrate her journey at AUIB. So, hello and welcome.
Thank you for
How are you, Noor?
I'm good.
So, Noor, we actually talked with you and behind the scenes and stuff. But I want you to introduce yourself to the listeners.
Who is Noor?
Who is Noor?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Noor. I'm 26 years old. I just turned
All right.
26. I have been a student at AUIB for 3 years now, and I'm supposed to graduate in May, in I think 18 days now.
Oh, 18 days left for your graduation. How do you feel?
I feel good, excited.
Nice. And we are going to interview you, Miss Noor. And we are going to ask you questions because
No, not really. We
are actually very curious. I mean, what a journey it was, you know. And I want to ask you a lot of things. I want to ask you about the literature. I want to ask you about the art and science. I want to ask you about how can you finish studying in 3 years, not 4. But we start with the questions one by one, and hopefully we will have a very fruitful episode at the end. A very nice part to your archive to show to your grandkids in 50 years from now.
Of course, because Noor, because you are graduating in just 3 years, so it is a milestone in your life. It's a story that we'd like to share here on air everywhere, as I always say. And actually, it is kind of absurd, yet so amusing and surprising. How did you do it? How did you graduate in 3 years only?
The university has the exciting opportunity that you can take more than 5 courses, 4 being minimum and 5 being the ideal type of schedule for your studies.
But is it hard, you know?
Yes,
5?
6 courses are considered an overload. Is considered an overload schedule, but it was manageable because I did try my best to make it work for my schedules.
That's
Very
inspiring.
So you graduated a whole year early. Applause.
Applause to you.
And it is incredibly impressive in my opinion. I wanted to ask you about how AUIB supports students who are ambitious and academically driven like yourself, like you are overloaded with all of these courses, and I'm very sure you were not, feeling alone with the courses.
No, I was not. My classmates are very much the same way as me. They are all very much passionate about the degree and the department, and they all are very much studying it for out of passion. And our professors do encourage us and support us in introducing to us many sides to the department other than just teaching and going into education.
Oh,
Very
that's very
interesting.
nice. I mean, behind the scenes, you mentioned that your major is literature, as my major as well.
Yeah,
So,
she was very happy when I told her about
of
you having
course.
literature.
because it's my major. My major is literature and philosophy from different university, of course. But do you feel that AUIB gave you the opportunity to study literature in a deeper and more specialized way, like never before?
I would say so. My other friends who do study literature at other universities do mention how their studies include other aspects of studying a foreign language, as like translation and linguistics, and even studying having a diploma in another language such as French.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
That's the College of Languages.
Yes.
Did you study another language?
No, in here we do not have that.
Okay.
Yeah. Even not just the College of Languages, even as a literature student, they do have 1 or 2 courses for French. So yeah, I thought that was less focused. It is not entirely literature.
La parler français? No.
Not so much. I did study it when I was in middle school, but that was a long time ago.
You forgot all of it by
Yeah.
now.
So, like, AUIB really did give you the opportunity to go deeper in literature, not in linguistics.
No, we studied only 1 course in linguistics. It was just to introduce us about the field and its, I think, its aspects, but not a full overview of the course.
Very
Okay.
interesting. And did your perspective change on these things, you know, before coming to the to studying literature and to the art and science department and going deep? You know, have your thoughts about literature like changed in a way? You started to see things differently because of the way they study and teach literature here?
Yes, definitely, because I did not know, as Ms. Dina has said, I did not know about the close relationship of philosophy, that philosophy and literature share. This was one aspect that was newly introduced to me, or 3 years ago it had been introduced to me. Also, the other one is how close analyzing, how close text analyzation can go in many aspects, and you can reflect it into your society, reflect it into other works in a comparative manner. These were new to me.
Very interesting. You know, when I talk with Noor, I feel that she is, you know, a very intellectual person when she chooses, you know, her words and talks about university. And I'm very sure that not everyone are born intellectual. We get this with time and when we are in the right environment.
Yes.
So would you say that being here in the environment of a UIB and with the students like your peers and your professors, that thing helped you on the personal level and being, you know, growing in an intellectual way, in having a growth mindset maybe?
It certainly has done so, because I did not really have a focus on the critical thinking part, which our university does really focus on and push for and really encourage us to do in our core classes and in our liberal arts classes. Yeah.
Very interesting.
So
Critical thinking. Ooh.
it is critical
Powerful
thinking here.
skill.
But do you think that AUIB would provide also activities beyond the academic classrooms that encourage you to pursue a different type of thinking, not the intellectual and academic thinking, but the social thinking as well?
Yes, such activities were the events that our university holds, such as being generous and giving back to the society, and other activities, such as I think there were plans to hold a marathon here.
Marathons.
Yeah.
It's
You like
the-
marathons?
I do like them. I think it was cancelled due to the situation before, but yeah, it was
Are you fast?
not so much. But I would like to participate in one.
I would
I
love
mean-
to too.
Well, I would like that too as well. And do you think that AUIB created a whole culture by itself that encourages students to push beyond their limits? Like, have you been in a very uncomfortable situation and you taught yourself to get out during AUIB, motivations and all of that?
For me personally, I would remind myself that later I would be really regretting that I did not give this thing, this task, this homework my all. So it is much more important for me to do it now, even if tired, than to dwell on it later and regret not doing much more than.
This is very nice to say. Unfortunately, I've been meeting with some people, like some of them are age, some of them are younger. There are students, and they have this mentality, Noor, when they say, "Come on, درجة نجاح. I don't care if having the full degree. It will just pass." You know, this is one of the problems we have in many colleges. But I haven't seen this in you. I haven't seen this in the people we interviewed before in the other interviews. So why pushing yourself to the limit is... What do they do to you guys? So you work really hard and you study really hard and you give the best of your best. What motivates you to do so, Noor?
The university certainly helps in motivating us from that side, but I think it's more of a personal thing, a trait.
It's a personal too.
Yeah, you would, for me personally, as I've mentioned, I would very much regret it later if I had not give it my all now, and I would get half a mark or less than half a mark.
You feel bad?
I would feel bad, and I would not stop thinking about it. So I would much rather having done the work right now to spare myself that much thinking.
She sounds like a person who will do masters.
Oh, many literature students pursue masters later.
Yeah.
I don't know what's
You
the
don't
secret.
say.
I'm a linguistic student, but now I've changed majors, maybe, or two majors. Anyways, so it's curious, actually, and I'm curious over this matter because when it comes to literature, the students are different. They are not dealing with science. They are dealing with thoughts, with human feelings and connections. So do you think that AUIB has shaped the human connections within you, or you just have it and AUIB encouraged it to get out on the surface?
I did certainly have it. I do consider myself an extroverted person, and I would like to connect with other people from different fields. My friends are from many different fields across all studies. But yeah, in this university, it had definitely shaped it more because of liberal arts courses, which do introduce you to other classmates who are from different majors.
Question: if you were not studying literature, what would you study here at AUIB? Is there another department that really interests you?
Yeah, I think archaeology, because
Archaeology.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been taking ARC 101 with Dean Monica Hanna, and she teaches us...
Amazing person.
Yes.
Greetings to her, of course.
And she teaches Introduction to Heritage Studies, and it has been by far my favorite course.
Very
semester.
beautiful. So, Noor, we have been talking about the colleges, your college, the departments, and your
The
academic
academic
journey.
experience.
The academic journey and experience seems really, really interesting. But Noor, you are graduating. You are about to see the big Iraqi market, the business. So
Yeah.
do you feel that AUIB prepared you for this? Did AUIB prepared you academically? Of course, as you said, AUIB prepared you academically, but how did AUIB prepare you for what's coming, the next phase, professionally, personally, career goals, passions, future?
I think via the courses we've been taking, and the university has been providing us with many students from the dentistry department and the pharmacy department used to complain during our first year about taking two writing classes, but it was shown to us how writing proposals would be part of your job even if you're in a different department. Sure, writing is a concrete part of my major, but to them it sounded
I
absurd.
like that concrete part.
Yeah, that's concrete part.
Yeah, all of my assignments are about writing essays and papers. We rarely have midterms, and that part to me did not sound absurd at all. But yeah, to have that mentality about writing proposals and communicating with other companies is a part I think our university focuses on more than other universities.
In a way or another, did AUIB prepare you for the surprise outside world? Because, a lot of students right now from other universities, when they graduate, they are lost. They are surprised by the market. They don't have the skills. So, you are graduated right now in 19 days. I suppose you're going to get out of the campus and see the real world. So did the UIB encourage you, taught you, gave you a plan to pursue after your graduation?
Yes, the university did in fact provide us during these last few months with interviews with different companies, ones that adhere to all students, and ones were focused on maybe computer science majors and business majors. These opportunities I do not think I would have found in other universities, to have a dedicated department to connect us with other employees, companies, and other I think services around Baghdad, schools, technical companies, and these interviews were a fun part to go on. Even if one did not get picked at these interviews, it is certainly enough that they have.
It's a nice experience.
Yeah.
You met new people. You widen up your network.
Yeah, and
A lot of people avoid interviews, by the way, Noor, because I don't go to the interview because I'm afraid they will not select me. What if they did not select me? It's fine. I'm knowing people. I'm practicing my presenting skills. I'm practicing my interviewing skills.
True.
It's all some essentials. And I want to go to your emotions, Noor, and I want to ask you an emotional question. Is there a moment, a situation that is really made you happy during these 3 years, and you will never forget about it, that happened here at AUIB? And if you are willing to share it, please share.
It's more of an experience in my department for I think 2 years ago. We started, my professor, Dr. John, has started a lit festival, a lit event that is focused on literature. We saw that other departments do.
Lit festival. This
Yes.
sounds interesting.
Let's.
Yeah, we did it once in
Dr. John, next time tell us. We like this stuff.
True that.
It was very interesting, and he actually did wish to make another one for this semester, but since we had to very much minimize the semester, we could not do that. Yeah, but it was a really nice experience with all of my classmates from all, I think, from every class, like the 2023 class and the 2022 class and now the 2024 class. We all participated in doing plays and recited poems.
You guys made a literature festival.
Yes, I mean, it's an amazing thing to have literature festival, because without literature, how can we survive as humans? But
Can I quote? Have you, Dina and Noor, have you seen That Poet Society before?
I have.
I have as well.
Okay, we don't read poetry because it's cute. We read poetry because we're part of the human race.
Yes.
You never
No,
heard it?
Yeah, we know it's
we
a
have-
part of the
Okay, back to you,
cardiac
Dina.
thing.
Carpe diem, carpe diem, carpe diem.
Yeah, we can. anyways. So, Noor, now you are graduating, and you are. Oh my God, I'm gonna say it. I'm getting emotional. You are leaving AUIB, and now we do.
Don't
have,
forget about us. Give us visits.
We do have new students here at AUIB. So, do you have a message for the newcomers to AUIB?
I think my message would be to enjoy both the events and the classes, and to, as your previous segment mentioned, to not really deprive themselves sleep, because I have been guilty of that, still am, and that is really unfortunate, because sometimes you would not really immerse yourself in the class or the experience of events, and it won't be as memorable later on in life, because you were not restful enough.
Amazing. Final question, because we are about to end the show. Do you see this camera, Noor?
Yes.
Your future self is in that lens, and now you're looking at your future self in like 10, 15, 20 years, I don't know. I want you to look at future Noor and say something for her, because this episode is an archive for you that you will listen to whenever you want to. So say something to future Noor she will always need to hear.
I think a kind reminder from myself to myself would be to not dwell on little details that I can control, and the outcome would most definitely be all right. I do tend to forget that.
That's very nice.
Future Noor, don't forget. Okay?
So thank you so much, Noor, for this amazing, delightful interview. We really enjoyed your company here, and actually your story is such an inspiration for tons of students here at AUIB, and I wish you good luck in your upcoming step. So before we close the show. Since you are the guest here and since you are graduating, we need you to close the show yourself. So say goodbye to the listeners, so we can just say goodbye with you and, just end the episode.
Goodbye, listeners. Thank you for tuning in with us today, and I hope you have a good day today.
Thank you so much, dear listeners, and thank you so much to Noor. Noor is a truly inspiring and productive person, and she had such an interesting life in the Academy that she shared with us today on the PM1FM show. Wait for us for another episode and another guest, hopefully tomorrow. And for now, I wish you guys a very happy day, and we send you greetings from everyone who made these episodes possible.